She'll do anything. She'll lie to the families of dead Americans that died in Benghazi so she can get your vote.
I'm going to skip this break because this is so important, this final segment here with Tim Kennedy. Tim, Benghazi, you know, I've had some of these guys on, and they're just such amazing people, and they're there going, no, we were on the phone, we were ordered by the CIA to stand down, and they said that came from the State Department. They deny there's even a stand down. Of course there was a stand down. I mean, that just shows how crazy they are.
Yeah.
Was Benghazi the straw that broke the camel's back?
I mean, there were so many straws up to that point, you know, but for me, that's my community. Those are my brothers. Those are my brothers and sisters. Those were my friends on planes that were sitting there pleading, imploring, and begging, send us. We are 20 minutes away. I can be there in 20 minutes and we can save everyone. Just send us. And they sat on planes on a runway that weren't allowed to take off. Those are my friends. Instead, people died. Americans died.
Let me ask you this without getting into too much force structure stuff, but it's pretty well known. There were multiple drones above. That's declassified. 13 hours total, eight hours or so, correct me if I'm wrong, of real stand down when they could have been there in an hour and a half. And so how many hundreds or thousands of people were in those ships, in the bases in Italy, or on the planes loaded who knew what went on? I mean, that's the thing. They for whatever reason, they wanted Stevens dead and those weapons transferred. And they did it over 13 hours, 8 hours of a firefight. I mean, how did they think that wouldn't... I mean, that's just naked in front of the entire military community. I mean, that was really a bad move.
Yeah. So we know what 10 guys did there. 10 guys pushed off hundreds, maybe almost 1,000 coordinated terrorists that had a plan about what to do. Now, if we had introduced 10, 20, 30 more guys... that we could have wiped out everyone from the country. Every single bad dude there would be dead. But instead, we're just trying to survive. Everyone would have died had it not been for the 10 special operation contractors that were there. And not 20 minutes away was a plane full of packed with special forces guys that wanted to be there.
Does it make? What difference at this point does it make?
I mean, we're really going to be led by this little thug witch?
Yeah. What difference does it make? The truth always makes a difference.
So I'd said an hour and a half because I'd been in the news from Italy, but I had been told by others that it was 20 to 30 minutes away. That probably means what? In country or how? I mean...
Yeah, in country and at the border.
Egypt?
We had an entire company of light infantry guys on a plane ready to be there. But,
wow, what would they have done to those guys? I mean, if 10 guys stopped... Low estimates 500, maybe 1,000, wave after wave, hundreds of dead bodies at the hospital. If 10 guys could stop or hold back for 8.5 hours, 500 guys conservatively, what would that whole group have done?
They could have wiped off the entire terrorist element from that country.
Because Benghazi was the main invasion point at that time.
Yeah, absolutely. You take the leash off of a group of guys like that, and you say, all those guys are bad, go get them. It's not like, oh, what do we do? No, we know exactly what to do. We bury them. And it would have been done in hours, if not days.
You know, what is the difference between, let's say fighting even Cuban troops? I've talked to a lot of special ops guys that fought them and fighting others. I mean, a lot of these Muslims are crazy fighters. They'll blow themselves up. And so you got to have courage to fight them. But, is it wrong to say statistically, though, that do you see numbers of 10 special ops guys taking out 500, say, Russian fighters?
No, that'd be a different.
So what's the difference? What is it? Just the
training. They're lazy. They're complacent. They're not disciplined. They're extremist fanatics.
So the difference is, I've seen you shoot. I mean, it's incredible where you can hit every bullseye, say 20 rounds in your handgun, and like 100 yards, you're shooting stuff that is 100 yards away. A handgun shouldn't be able to hit. That's the difference.
Yeah, but I train 6 days a week, thousands and thousands of rounds every single week, tens of thousands of rounds every single week, thousands of rounds every single day. I'm up at dawn. I go to bed, I go to bed.
You've already been shooting and training today.
Today?
Yeah.
I've already trained 2 times.
Yeah. Haven't even eaten, too. We got your lunch out there. Yeah. Anyways, I tell you, that's wild. So that's the difference with a bunch of guys that, you've seen when they have little kids executing people and stuff? And then raping people. And then why do you think, I'm not just demonizing the left, it's true. The left loves these jihadis, and they think it's so great, but they hate America that gives women all these freedoms. Is this just a cuckolding, a suicide thing, a death wish? We hate daddy. We hate prosperity. America's not perfect, but why do so many leftist women and others love jihad?
I have no idea. Look, this is a group of people that are like, oh, you're gay, I'm going to push you off this building to your death. You know, like they don't like them, but the extremists,
the jihadis, yeah.
They're like, oh, you're not of the right descent, we're going to kill you. Oh, you want to go to school, we're going to kill you. But then we have a huge group of our political organizations that are supporting these fanatics. Like if you believe in the American way of life, you have to understand that everybody in radical Islam wants you dead.
That's right. I'll say it right now. Any of these weirdo leftists that are allied with this, I'm just done. I mean, Obama's been backing radical jihadists all over the Middle East to kill all these people. And they say, I'm against the Middle East. No, I'm not against that. I want moderate countries. I want them to have women going to college.
Yeah. Driving? You want women to drive?
Yeah, I'm extremist.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Barton Creek Mall a few weeks ago, and I saw people in the full burqas all over the place. And I tell you, I got freaked out, man. I mean, you know, it's because these women are like slaves. They may not even know they're slaves with Stockholm syndrome, but they are.
Yeah, they're owned, they're beaten, they're destroyed. There isn't an element of their life that isn't controlled by the radical male in the family. It's a bad thing to see.
And the left is allied with them. Do you think that's just mental illness, or what is it, Tim Kennedy?
I can't comprehend why anyone in their right, sane mind would look at a radical extremist and be like, man, there's certain elements about their life that I appreciate and value. You know, there's something there. I cannot comprehend how you can make a connection between what they do and what we as Americans consider to be of value.
Tim Kennedy, we're going to be doing a lot of exciting stuff. We've already shot a bunch of stuff that's going to be rolling out in the next few weeks here. You are really a busy guy. You're on the cover. What is it, Muscle and Fitness coming out?
Muscle Performance Magazine comes out next month. I think.
And a bunch of other stuff. I know a whole bunch of stuff's coming out.
Movie comes out next month.
What's that movie?
It's called Range 15. I'm naked. It's pretty cool.
Is that like zombies or something?
Yeah, I fight Randy Couture in the end with no clothes on, which is fun.
So, yeah. Is Shane in that too?
No. Shane's in everything. I was like, finally, I got something that he's not in.
Okay.
Shane was going to be a zombie in it, but he has too much muscle.
Yeah, that's right. He is too big. Hey, Shane's coming along a long way in just a few years training.
He's a monster. He beat me today.
No.
We did this horrific, horrible, demon-like exercise of metabolic conditioning, and he finished before I did. So
I would tell you, when you guys are in there in your short sleeve shirts, you look bigger. But it's all hard muscle. It's not like water stuff like Schwarzenegger, which I know is in good shape. But I mean, you guys are in incredible shape. It's amazing.
Thanks. We're trying. Yeah.
Well, it makes me feel pretty bad when you're jogging like 2 miles in the waist for an hour this morning. I tell you, Tim Kennedy has been our guest. Tim, the websites for folks that want to find out what you're up to, what you're doing.
Sheepdogresponse.com, Tim Kennedy MMA. Everything for me is Tim Kennedy MMA on social media. You can Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and that's all on there.
We're going to let you eat in 6 minutes, 10 seconds, but we're going to come back and do 5 minutes on Sheepdog Response, because that's something I need to take time out and do, because
I'm making you go.
Believe me, I used to be a good shot and good at everything. I am like a joke now.
They want you dead.
I've gotten really rusty, so I'm going to need to go to this. It made good video, too, seeing my ass get kicked. We'll be back. Stay with us. Super Male Vitality is InfoWarsLife.com's #1 selling product for a good reason. It works. Go to InfoWarsLife.com today and read the testimonials for yourself. There are thousands of them with an average voting score at an unprecedented 4.8. It is concentrated herbs and natural organic compounds known to energize the body's natural processes that are blocked by estrogen mimickers and other toxic elements in the food chain. Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsLife.com has sold out multiple times in the last 3 months. To fix that problem, we have now produced the biggest and most concentrated, high-quality batch of Super Male Vitality in the product's history. Our new ultra-strength formula is even stronger. Check out the third-party reviews and informational videos at InfoWarsLife.com. Now it's time to get your body in balance and fight back. I'm Alex Jones for Super Male Vitality and InfoWarsLife.com, and I salute you, our supporters.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. From the front lines of the information.
Oh, folks can hear the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Alex
Tim
Jones.
Kennedy. All right, final segment that David Knight's taking over with all the news and analysis. The Nightly News tonight, 7 o'clock. I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. Briefly, you want to talk about the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Then you were also put a tweet out about the millennials and like the Triggly Puffs and these socially entitled little anti-free speech hate mongers. Cover the waterfront, Tim.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Whatever this disease is right now, that you can go to college and graduate with a degree in feminism, and that you think you're going to come into the workforce and be a productive member of society, but then you're going to complain that you can't get a really good job, so you're going to vote for Bernie Sanders and think that you're going to give it. Listen, I work like 18 hours a day so I can provide for my family. That's how it's supposed to work. I fall into bed tired. So stop being entitled little bitches and go to work. Stop wasting your time figuring out what oil you're going to put in your beard if you're wearing the right plaid shirt. Do work. Go to work. Work. Go. Scoot.
Man, that was beautifully said right there.
Just over it.
You just said it all. That is like 30 seconds on the social justice warrior, because you're right. They've set up college to give you degrees that don't work, knowing you'd be mad and go join this socialist takeover. This was a plan.
Yeah. And then they're going to charge you for education, and then you're going to get loans that's provided by the government, that then you're going to be paying interest to the government for the rest of your life, but you can never get a job to pay these loans back. So now you're just in the pocket of the government with a degree that's useless that you can never do anything with anyways. So, and
this is Tim Kennedy's message to social justice warriors, but you don't want to kill the gays, the radical Muslims do, but they're good and you're bad.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I'm a bigot. I'm a racist. I don't know what the problem is with this. We'll get it together eventually.
Getting back into all the great things you're doing, because, I mean, it's the same way. Having 20 irons in the fire, being involved, studies show this makes you more alive, makes you have more energy. And I have energy, not as much as you. People go, man, you're weird. You care about things. Well, you're dead if you don't care. You look at these zombies walking around. I'm not a tough guy like you, but compared to these people I am, they're like soft zombies. I don't care what color they are. It's scary.
It is. Look at my hands right now. I'm looking at calluses that, I'm sitting there underneath the desk. I'm like pulling calluses off of my hands because we were deadlifting yesterday. That was before we went and did yoga, and that's before we went and shot, and that's before I went and did jujitsu, and then I went and shot again. That was my day yesterday. It was about 16 hours of work.
And it's empowering, not enslaving.
Yeah, it's kind of...
So it's the animating contest of liberty. I tell you, I can't wait with some of the stuff we're going to do. A lot of it's not even macho stuff. It's how to get, organic farming, raw milk. I mean... you and Shane are going to be, I guess you're, helping us get back to the primal human.
No, it's not that.
Folks think of the primal human as dumb, though. That's smart, right?
It's freedom. We're getting back to what freedom is.
Back to freedom is primal.
Yeah, it's not government saying, no, you can't buy raw milk. I'd be like, go screw yourself. I'll buy whatever I want. I'm American. That's what being free means. I'm going to go shoot a gun. I'm going to go ride a motorcycle without a helmet on if I feel like it. It's not hurting anybody but me. This is my life. I'm going to do what I want. That is the idea behind what liberty means. It's not anybody else telling me what to do. So
1 minute on what I said we do. I apologize. We talked so much about 70 seconds on other topics. Sheepdog response. I need to do it because I'll be honest. I used to be an incredible shot. And I've gotten where I'm just okay now and everything else. And I need to get into what does Sheepdog do in 60 seconds? Tim Kennedy, give us the website.
Sheepdog gives you the tools that will make you the hottest person somebody ever tries to kill. Like looking at you, Alex, there are tons, there's hundreds, if not thousands of groups that want you dead. They hate every word that comes out of your mouth. And they want to shut you up, whatever that takes. So they're going to look at the most accessible, vulnerable part of your life.
How do you be a hard target?
You have to change your life to become a hard target, and that's what Sheepdog is. We show you where you're weak. We show you where your deficiencies are. We show you for situational awareness, biometrics, atmospheric, shooting, hand-to-hand combat, self-defense. We give you kind of a baseline. We can't give you everything in a week. We put you on a course to hopefully change your life. A roadmap. We line it out. You got to follow this to change your life so that when somebody tries to kill you, it's going to be one hell of a fight.
And people think, oh, my gosh, I don't want to be all paranoid. No, it's animating to be involved and aware of your environment. That's what humans are supposed to do.
Yeah. I watch people go into like a supermarket now. They're looking down at their grocery list. They have no idea what's even around them. Just pull your chin.
It's like folks walking out in front of buses or just...
all the time. It's like we've lost our minds. We're so attached to these little electronic...
Amazing. Tim Kennedy, it's great to be working with you.
Love you.
Very exciting.
Crooked Hillary's finally losing her grip on the establishment media. An inspector general audit of her private emails revealed that not only was Clinton's server hacked into on multiple occasions, and that her highly competent IT guys suggested turning the machine off for a few minutes to stop another attack, but Clinton never reported those hack attacks